achieved during Lucius Cornelius Sulla's campaigns in Greece. The Romans also largely built using timber, causing a rapid decline of the woodlands surrounding Rome and in much of the Apennine Mountains due to the demand for wood for construction, shipbuilding and fire. The first evidence of long-distance wood trading come from the discovery of wood planks, felled between AD 40 and 60, coming from the Jura Mountains in northeastern France and ending up more than 1,055 miles, 1,700 kilometers, away in the foundations of a lavish portico that was part of a vast wealthy patrician villa, in central Rome. It is suggested that timber, around 4 meters, 13 feet, long, came up to Rome via the Tiber River on ships traveling across the Mediterranean Sea from the confluence of the Seine and Rhone rivers in what is now the city of Lyon in present-day France. 239, with solid foundations and good drainage. 240, Roman roads were known for their durability, and many segments of the Roman road system were still in use 1,000 years after the fall of Rome. The construction of a vast and efficient travel network throughout the empire dramatically increased Rome's power and influence. They allowed Roman legions to be deployed rapidly, with predictable marching times between key points of the empire. The Appian Way, via Appia, a road connecting the city of Rome to the southern parts of Italy, remains accessible even today. Matter the season. 241. These highways also had enormous economic significance, solidifying Rome's role as a trading crossroads, the origin of the saying "all roads lead to Rome." The Roman government maintained a system of way stations, known as the cursus publicus, that provided refreshments to couriers at regular intervals along the roads and established a system of horse relays allowing a dispatch to travel up to 80 km, 50 mi, a day. The Romans constructed numerous aqueducts to supply water to cities and industrial sites and to aid in their agriculture. By the 3rd century, the city of Rome was supplied by 11 aqueducts with a combined length of 450 km, 280 mi. Most aqueducts were constructed below the surface with only small portions above ground supported by arches. 242, 243, sometimes, where valleys deeper than 500 m, 1,640 feet, had to be crossed. Inverted siphons were used to convey water across a valley. 244. The Romans also made major advancements in sanitation. Romans were particularly famous for their public baths, called thermae, which were used for both hygienic and social purposes. Many Roman houses came to have flush toilets and indoor plumbing, and a complex sewer system, the Cloaca Maxima, was used to drain the local marshes and carry waste into the Tiber River. Some historians have speculated that lead pipes in the sewer and plumbing systems led to widespread lead poisoning, which contributed to the decline in birth rate and general decay of Roman society leading up to the fall of Rome. However, lead content would have been minimized because the flow of water from aqueducts could not be shut off. It ran continuously through public and private outlets into the drains, and only a few taps were in use. 245. Other authors have raised similar objections to this theory, also pointing out that Roman water pipes were thickly coated with deposits that would have prevented lead from leaching into the water. 246. Legacy. External video arch of Titus video icon. Ancient Rome, 247, 1347, Smart History at Khan Academy. Ancient Rome is the progenitor of Western civilization. 248, the customs, religion, law, technology, architecture, political system, military, literature, languages, alphabet, government and many factors and aspects of Western civilization are all inherited from Roman advancements. The rediscovery of Roman culture revitalized Western civilization, playing a role in the Renaissance and the Age of Enlightenment. 249. Genetics. A genetic study published in Science in November 2019 examined the genetic history of Rome from the Mesolithic up to modern times. 250. The Mesolithic inhabitants of Rome were determined to Western hunter-gatherers, WHGs, who were almost entirely replaced by early European farmers, EEFs, around 6,000 B coming from Anatolia and the Fertile Crescent. 251. However, the authors observed that the EEFs studied carry a small amount of the component that is found at high levels in Neolithic. Iranian farmers and Caucasus hunter-gatherers, CHG, 252, suggesting different or additional population contributions from Near Eastern farmers during the Neolithic transition, according to the authors. Between 2900 BC and 900 BC, the EEF/WHG descended population of Rome was overwhelmed by peoples with steppe ancestry, largely tracing their origin to the Pontic-Caspian steppe. 251. The Iron Age Latin founding population of Rome, which subsequently emerged, carried the paternal haplogroup RM269 at a minor but significant rate, 253, and were of about 15–20% steppe ancestry. 254. However, 2 out of 6 individuals from Latin burials from Latium Vetus were found to be a mixture of local Iron Age ancestry and an ancient Near Eastern population, best approximated by Bronze Age Armenian or Iron Age Anatolian population. In addition, 1 out of 4 individuals from Etruscan burials from Vile and Civitavecchia, a female, was found to be a mixture of local Iron Age ancestry and a North African population, best approximated by late Neolithic Moroccan. Overall, the genetic differentiation between the Latins, Etruscans and the preceding Proto-Villanovan population of Italy was found to be insignificant. 252. Examined individuals from Rome during the time of the Roman Empire, 27 BC 300 AD, bore almost no genetic resemblance to Rome's founding populations, and were instead shifted towards the Eastern Mediterranean and Near East, largely overlapping with moderns such as Greeks, Maltese, Cypriot, and Syrian. 255. The imperial population of Rome was found to have been extremely diverse, with barely any of the examined individuals being of primarily Western European ancestry. 256. It was suggested that the large population size and the presence of megacities in the east, such as Athens, Antioch, and Alexandria, may have driven a net flow of people from east to west during antiquity. In addition, Eastern ancestry could have reached Rome also through Greek, Phoenician, and Punic diasporas that were established through colonies across the Mediterranean prior to Roman imperial expansion. 257. During late antiquity, Rome's population was drastically reduced as a result of political instability, epidemics and economic changes. Repeated invasions of barbarians brought European ancestry back into Rome, resulting in the loss of genetic link to the Eastern Mediterranean and Middle East. 256. By the Middle Ages, the people of Rome again genetically resembled other European populations. 256. Physical appearance. As regards to the data on the pigmentation of eyes, hair, and skin, the following results were obtained from a study on ancient DNA of 11 individuals of the Iron Age / Republican period, coming from Latium and Abruzzo, and 27 individuals of medieval / early modern period, coming from Latium. In the Iron Age / Republic period, the eye color is blue in 27% of those examined and dark in the remaining 73%. Hair color is 9% blonde, or dark blonde, and 91% dark brown or black. The skin color is intermediate for 82%, intermediate or dark for 9%, and dark or very dark for the remaining 9%. 258. By contrast, the following results were obtained for the medieval /early modern period. The eye color is blue in 26% of those examined and dark in the remaining 74%. Hair color is 22% blonde or dark blonde, 11% red, and 67% dark brown or black. The skin color is pale for 15%, intermediate for 68%, intermediate or dark for 10%, and dark or very dark for the remaining 7%. 258. Misconceptions. There are a number of individual misconceptions about the Roman period. Greek and Roman sculptures were originally painted with bright colors. They only appear white or gray today because the original pigments have deteriorated. Some well-preserved statues still bear traces of their original coloration. 259. There is no evidence that the Roman salute, in which the arm is fully extended forwards or diagonally with fingers touching, was actually used in ancient Rome for greeting or any other purpose. 260. The idea that the salute was popular in ancient times originated in the 1784 painting Oath of the Horatii by the French artist Jacques Louis David, which inspired later salutes, most notably the Nazi salute. Vomiting was not a regular part of Roman dining customs. 261. In ancient Rome, the architectural feature called a vomitorium was the entranceway through which crowds entered and exited. A vomitorium at the Roman amphitheatre in Trier Stadium, not a special room used for purging food during meals. 262. Scipio Aemilianus did not plow over the city of Carthage and sour it with salt after defeating it in the Third Punic War. 263. Julius Caesar was not born via caesarean section. 264. Such a procedure would have been fatal to the mother at the time. 265. And historical evidence indicates Caesar's mother being alive during her sown.
Yes, the camcorder is out of power. The battery is flashing. I need to charging my camcorder. Then I will continue. I think we almost finished, but I need power on the camcorder right now.